Boker Tov, Shavua Tov. We want to welcome everyone to our morning service, our morning Shacharit service. We especially want to welcome all of our beloved members of our beloved congregations, Irving Havarah in Irving, Texas, Congregation Temple Bethel in Corsicana, Texas, Congregation Temple Bethel in Brownsville, Texas, and Congregation Beth Israel in Harlingen, Texas. And as we say at the beginning of every recording, we look extremely forward to being back with you physically soon, but until then, at least we can remain spiritually connected through our online services. And so we'll begin our service in just a moment. We'll have our service today. Our service will be from Shacharit Tefillah, the gates of prayer, and in just a moment we'll begin our service in the gates of prayer, beginning on our morning service, beginning on the top of page 51. The top of page 51, as you can tell, I'm dressed in the talit and tefillin, and the reason that we wear tefillin, the ritual objects that's on my arm and its frontlets between my eyes, is in fulfillment of the biblical commandment that we read in Deuteronomy 6:4-9. In Deuteronomy 6:4-9 we read, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. And you should love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. These words which I command you today shall be on your heart. Teach them repeatedly to your children, speaking of them when you sit at home, when you travel on the way, when you lie down, and when you rise. Bind them as a sign on your hand, which we are doing, and as frontlets between your eyes, which we are physically doing. Write them on the doorpost of your house, which is why we put up mezuzot, and on your gates. And traditionally, before we put on our tefillin, there's a prayer that we recite. In addition to the barachot, there's a prayer that we recite, which very much explains the intention of the tefillin. And so I'm going to recite that prayer that we recite before putting on the tefillin, before we begin our morning service. Behold, in putting on tefillin, I intend to fulfill the commandment of my Creator, who has commanded us to put on tefillin, as is written in his Torah. Bind them as a sign upon your arm, and let them be tefillin between your eyes. These four portions contained in the tefillin: 1, Shema, Deuteronomy 6:4-9. 2, and it will come to pass if you will hearken, from Deuteronomy 11:13-21. 3, sanctify, as we read in Exodus 13:1-10. And 4, and it will come to pass when he shall bring you, as we read in Exodus 13:11-16. Contain his oneness and unity. May his name be blessed in the universe, so that we will recall the miracles and wonders that he did for us when he removed us from Egypt, and that he has the strength and dominion over those above and those below to do with them as he wishes. He has commanded us to put tefillin upon the arm, to recall the outstretched arm of the Exodus, and that it be opposite the heart, thereby to subjugate the desires and thoughts of our heart to his service. May his name be blessed. And upon the head, opposite the brain, so that the soul that is in my brain, together with my other senses and potentials, may all be subjugated to his service. May his name be blessed. May some of the spiritual influence of the commandment of tefillin be extended upon me, so that I have a long life, a flow of holiness, and holy thoughts, without even an inkling of sin or iniquity, and that the evil inclination will not seduce us nor incite against us, and that it permit us to serve God as is our heart's desire. May it be your will, Lord our God, and the God of our forefathers, that the commandment of putting on tefillin be considered as worthy before the Holy One, blessed be He, as if I had fulfilled it in all its details, implications, and intentions, as well as the 613 commandments that are dependent upon it. Amen. Selah. And now we will begin our morning service, beginning on page 51 with the Matovu prayer, which expresses our gratitudes for our homes of worship, and we're especially grateful to God for our homes of worship. We express that gratitude in the Matovu prayer. Matovu Ohat lecha Yaakov Mishkano techa Yisrael Va'ani barov chastecha Avo veitecha Eshtacha ve'el heichal Kodecha b'yiratecha Adonai Ahavti me'om beitecha Umkom Mishkan Kevodecha Va'atni eshtachave Va'echra'a Evrecha Lifnei Adonai Osti Va'atni tefilati Lecha Adonai Et ratzon Elohim b'rav chastecha Anetni be'emet yishecha. How lovely are your tents, O Jacob, your dwelling places, O Israel. In your abundant loving kindness, O God, let me enter your house reverently to worship in your holy temple. Lord, I love your house, the place where your glory dwells. So I would worship with humility. I would seek blessing in the presence of God, my Maker. To you then, Lord, does my prayer go forth. May this be a time of joy and favor. In your great love, O God, answer me with your saving truth. We continue on the bottom of page 51. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yatzar et ha'adam b'chachma uvaravon nekavim nekavim chalulim chalulim. Blessed is our eternal God, creator of the universe, who has made our bodies with wisdom, combining veins, arteries, and vital organs into a finely balanced network. Galui v'yadua lifnei chisei chavodecha she'im yipoteach echad mehem o yisotem echad mehem i-efshar lehitkayem v'la'amod lefotnecha Baruch atah Adonai Rofecha basar umafli la'asot. Wondrous fashioner and sustainer of life, source of our health and our strength, we give you thanks and praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. Blessed is the eternal our God, ruler of the universe, who hallows us with his mitzvot and commands us to engage in the study of Torah. V'ha'arev na Adonai Eloheinu et divrei Toratecha b'finu u'b'fi amecha beit Yisrael v'niyeh anachnu v'tze'etza'enu v'tze'etza'e Amacha Beit Yisrael Kulanu Yoda'e Shemecha V'lomdei Toratecha Lishma Baruch Ata Adonai Hamlamei Torah Li'amo Yisrael. Eternal our God, make the words of your Torah sweet to us and to the house of Israel, your people, that we and our children may be lovers of your name and students of your Torah. Blessed is the Eternal, the teacher of Torah to his people, Israel. Elu devarim she'ein lahem shi'ur, she'adam ochel peirotehem, ba'olam hazeh, v'hakeren kayemet lo la'olam haba, v'elu hein. These are the obligations without measure, whose reward too is without measure. To honor father and mother, to perform acts of love and kindness, to attend the house of study daily, to welcome the stranger, to visit the sick, to rejoice with bride and groom, to console the bereaved, to pray with sincerity, to make peace when there is strife. And the study of Torah is equal to them all, because it leads to them all. Elohai neshama, shenotata b'torahi, ata barata, ata yitzarta, ata nefachta bi, v'ata mishamra b'kirbi, kol zaman shehan shama b'kirbi moda'ani lefanecha, Adonai Elohai, Ve'Elohai Avotai, Ribon Kol Hama'asim, Adon Kol Hanshapmot, Baruch Ata Adonai, Asher B'yado, Nefesh Kochoi V'rach Kol B'sahar Ish. The soul that you have given me, O God, is a pure one. You have created and formed it. Breathed it into me, and within me you sustain it. So long as I have breath, therefore, I will give thanks to you, O Lord my God, and God of all ages, Master of all creation, Lord of every human spirit. Blessed is the Lord, in whose hands are the souls of all the living, and the spirits of all flesh. Baruch she'amar v'haya ha'olam ha'baruch hu. Baruch oseh v'reshit. Blessed is the one who spoke, and the world came to be. Blessed is the source of creation. Baruch omer v'oseh. Baruch gozer m'kayem. Blessed is the one whose word is deed, whose thought is fact. Baruch merachim al haaretz, Baruch merachim al habriot, Baruch mishalem sachar tov lire'av, Baruch haylo ad b'kayam lanetzach, Baruch pode umatzil, Baruch shemo. Blessed is the one whose compassion covers the earth and all its creatures. Blessed is the living and eternal God, ruler of the universe, divine source of deliverance and help. Bishvachot u'bizmirot, negadelecha, u'neshabechacha, u'neforecha, v'naskir shimecha, v'namlichecha malkeinu Eloheinu, yachidchei ha'olamim, melech meshubach, Umafor ade ad shemo hagado, Baruch ata Adonai, melech mehulah batishbachot. With songs of praise we extol you, and proclaim your sovereignty, our God and King, for you are the source of life in the universe. Blessed is the eternal King, to whom our praise is due. We continue on the bottom of page 54 with the Reader's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shmei Rabbah v'yalama divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayedecha beit Yisrael Ba'agala, Ubisman Karif, Ve'imaru, Amen. Yehi Shemei Rabbam Avorach, La'olam Ula'olamei Olmaya, Yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitbar v'yitropman v'yitnasei v'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal shemei dekudesha v'rechu le'la min kabirchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechemata Da'amiram v'yalama v'imaru amen. Baracheu et Adonai amavorach baruch Adonai Amavorach, le'olam va'ed. We continue on page 55 with the responsive reading. Praise be the Lord our God, ruler of the universe, who makes light and creates darkness, who ordains peace and fashions all things. With compassion he gives light to the earth and all who dwell there. With goodness he renews the work of creation continually, day by day. How manifold are your works, O Lord! In wisdom you have made them all. The earth is full of your creations. Let all bless you, O Lord our God, for the excellence of your handiwork, and for the glowing stars that you have made. Let them glorify you forever. Blessed is the Lord, the maker of light. Deep is your love for us, O Lord our God, and great is your compassion. Our Maker and King, our ancestors trusted you, and you taught them the laws of life. Be gracious now to us, and teach us. Have compassion upon us, O source of mercy, and guide us to know and understand. Learn and teach. Observe and uphold with love all the teachings of your Torah. V'yached levaveinu la'ava u'liyira et shemecha v'lo nevosh le'olam va'ed v'lo nevosh le'olam va'ed ki v'shem Kadshecha Hagodov Hanora Batachnu Nagila V'nismecha B'shuatecha Ki po'er Yeshuot Ata Uvanu v'charta V'keiravtanu l'shimecha Hagodo selo be'emet lahodot lecha uliyachedecha ba'ahava baruch ata Adonai habocher ba'amo Yisrael ba'ahava. Enlighten us with your teaching. Help us to hold fast to your mitzvot, and unite our hearts to love and revere your name. Then shall we never be shamed, for we shall put our trust in you, the great, holy, and awesome one. We shall rejoice and be glad in your salvation, for you, O God, are the author of many deliverances. In love you have chosen us and drawn us near to you to serve you in faithfulness and to proclaim your unity. Blessed is the Lord, who in love has chosen his people Israel to serve him. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. Blessed is his glorious kingdom forever and ever. Adonai Elohecha, b'cha levavecha, u'b'cha nafshecha, u'b'cha ma'odecha. V'hayu ha'devarim ha'ele ha'asher anochi metzavecha hayom ha'levavecha. V'shinantam levatnecha v'dibartabam v'shivtecha b'veitecha u'belechtecha v'derech u'v'shachvecha u'v'kumecha u'kshartam liot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot veitecha u'visharecha. We continue. You shall love the Lord your God with all your mind, with all your strength, with all your being. Set these words which I command you this day upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand. Let them be a symbol before your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorpost of your house and on your gates. Lema'an tiskuru v'asitem et kol mitzvotoi, v'hiyitem kadoshim le'Elohechem, ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, li'yot lachem le'Elohim, ani Adonai Elohechem, emet. Be mindful of all my mitzvot and do them, so shall you consecrate yourselves to your God. I, the Lord, am your God, who led you out of Egypt to be your God. I, the Lord, am your God. We continue on page 58. True and enduring, beloved and precious, awesome, good, and beautiful is this eternal teaching. This truth we hold to be forever certain. The eternal God is our King. He is the rock of Jacob, our protecting shield. He abides through all generations. His name is eternal. His throne stands firm. His sovereignty and faithfulness are everlasting. His words live and endure, true and precious to all eternity. Lord our God, you redeemed us from Egypt. You set us free from the house of bondage. For this the people who felt your love sang songs of praise to you. The living God, high and exalted, mighty and awesome, who humbles the proud and raises the lowly, who frees the captive and redeems the oppressed, who is the answer to all who cry out to him. Te'ilot le'el elyon, baruch u'mevorach, Moshe u'bnei Yisrael lecha anu shira, b'simcha rabbah v'amruchu laham. All praise to God Most High, the source of blessing. Like Moses and Israel, we sing to him this song of rejoicing. Mechamocha ba'elim Adonai Mekamocha nedar b'kodesh Nora tehilot Sefer Nora tehilot Sefer Shira chadasha Shivachu ge'ulim l'shimacha asifat hayam Yachad kulam hodu v'himlechu v'amaru Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed Tzur Yisrael Kumo be'ezrat Yisrael Uv'deichin umecha Yehuda v'Yisrael Go aleinu Adonai tzavot shemo Kadosh Yisrael Baruch atah Adonai Go'al Yisrael. We'll continue on page 60 with the tefillah. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agidi latecha Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Ha'el ha'gadol ha'gibor v'hanora El Elyon Gomer chasadim tovim v'konei hakol V'zocher chasdei avot u'mevi geula livnei v'neihem leman shemo v'yahava melech ozer u'moshia u'magen Baruch atah Adonai magen Avraham Atah gibor le'olam Adonai Mechaye hakol atah Rav laHoshia Mechakel chayim b'chesed Mechaye hakol b'rachamim rabim Somech noflim v'rofei cholim Umatir asurim Umakayim emunato Lishenei afar Micha mocha ba'al gevurot Umidom eloch Me'alech me'mit Umachaye Umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman atah l'hachayot hako Baruch atah Adonai Mechaye ha'akol Nekadesh et shimcha ba'olam Kashem shemakdishim oto bishmei maram Kakatuv al yad nevi'echa V'kara zeh el zeh v'yamar Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh Adonai tzevot Malach al haaretz kevodo Le'umatam Baruch Yomeru Baruch kavod Adonai mimkomo Uvdivrei kodsecha katuv le'emor Yimloch Adonai le'olam Elohayich Tzion L'dor v'dor Hallelujah L'dor v'dor L'dor v'dor L'dor v'dor Nagid God Alecha L'dor v'dor L'dor v'dor L'dor v'dor Nagid God Alecha
ולנצח נצחים, קדושתך נקדיש, קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל HaKadosh.
And we continue in the middle of page 62 with the tefillah.
אתה חונן לאדם דעת ומלמד לאנוש בינה, חוננו מאיתך דעה בינה והשכל. ברוך אתה אדוני חונן הדעת.
You favor us with knowledge and teach mortals understanding. May you continue to favor us with knowledge, understanding, and insight. Blessed is the Lord, gracious giver of knowledge.
Ashivenu avinu l'toratecha, v'karveinu malkeinu la'avodatecha, v'hachazirenu b'tshuva shalema lefanecha. Baruch ata Adonai harotze b'tshuva.
Help us to return our Maker to your Torah. Draw us near, O sovereign God, to your service, and bring us back into your presence in perfect repentance. Blessed is the Lord who calls for repentance.
Salach lanu avinu ki chatanu, mechalanu malkeinu, ki fashanu ki mochel v'soleach ata, baruch ata Adonai, chanun hamaber li'isloach.
Forgive us, our Creator, when we have sinned. Pardon us, our King, when we transgress, for you are a forgiving God. Blessed is the Lord, the gracious God, whose forgiveness is abundant.
Re'evan yitnu, v'riva rivenu, uga aleinu v'heira l'ma'an shemecha, ki goel chazak ata, baruch ata Adonai, goel Yisrael.
Look upon our affliction and help us in our need, Almighty Redeemer. Redeem us speedily for your name's sake. Blessed is the Lord, the Redeemer of Israel.
Rafa'enu Adonai v'nei rafei, Hoshi'enu v'ni v'she'ah, v'ha'alei refuah shalema lecha makotenu, baruch ata Adonai Rofei HaCholim.
Heal us, O Lord, and we shall be healed. Save us, and we shall be saved. Grant us a perfect healing from all our wounds. Blessed is the Lord, the healer of the sick.
Barech Aleinu Adonai Eloheinu et Hashana Hazot v'et kombinei tevu'ata l'tova v'tein v'racha al pnei ha'adama v'sab'enu mituvecha. Baruch ata Adonai mevarech hashanim.
Bless this year, O Lord our God, and let its produce bring us well-being. Bestow your blessing on the earth, and satisfy us with your goodness. Blessed is the Lord, from whom all blessings flow.
Teka b'shofar gadol l'cherutenu, v'sanes liftot asukenu. V'kol deror yishama ba'arba kanfot ha'aretz, baruch ata Adonai podeh ashukim.
Sound the great horn to proclaim freedom. Inspire us to strive for the liberation of the oppressed, and let the song of liberty be heard in the four corners of the earth. Blessed is the Lord, Redeemer of the oppressed.
Ashoftei eretz shefoch ruchecha v'hadrichem b'mishpatei tzidkecha, umloch aleinu, ata levadecha, b'chesed u'berachamim, baruch ata Adonai, melech ohev tzedakah u'mishpat. Pour your spirit upon the rulers of all lands. Guide them, that they may govern justly. O may you alone reign over us in steadfast love and compassion. Blessed is the sovereign Lord, who loves righteousness and justice. Al hatzadikim, v'al hachasidim, v'aleinu yehemu rachamecha, Adonai Eloheinu, v'tein sachar tov lecha, habotechim v'shimecha be'emet, v'simcha keinu imohem la'olam, baruch ata Adonai, mishan u'miftach latzadikim. Have mercy, O Lord our God, upon the righteous and faithful of all peoples, and upon all of us. Uphold all who faithfully put their trust in you, and grant that we may always be numbered among them. Blessed is the Lord, the staff and support of the righteous. V'lirushalayim irecha barachamim tifne, v'hi shalom b'shareha, v'shava b'leiv yoshbeha, v'toratecha mitzion tetzei, u'devarecha b'Yerushalayim, baruch ata Adonai, noten shalom b'Yerushalayim. And turn in compassion to Jerusalem, your city. Let there be peace in her gates, quietness in the hearts of her inhabitants. Let your Torah go forth from Zion, and your word from Jerusalem. Blessed is the Lord who gives peace to Jerusalem. Etzemach tzedakah, mahera tatzmiach, v'keren Yeshua, ta'arum kin umecha, ki lishuatecha kivinu kol hayam, baruch ata Adonai, matzmiach eren Yeshua. Cause the plan of justice to spring up soon. Let the light of deliverance shine forth according to your word. For we await your deliverance all the day. Blessed is the Lord, who will cause the light of deliverance to dawn for all the world. Shema koleinu, Adonai Eloheinu, chus v'rachem aleinu, v'kabe barachamim, uv'ratzon et tefilatenu, ki el shomea tefilot v'tachanunim ata, baruch ata Adonai, shomea tefilah. Hear our voice, O Lord our God, have compassion upon us, and accept our prayer with favor and mercy. For you are a God who hears prayer and supplication. Blessed is the Lord who hearkens to prayer. Retzei Adonai Eloheinu, b'amacha Yisrael, u'tefilat b'ava, tekabel uti l'ratzon, tamid avodat Yisrael amecha, El korov lecho korov, v'nei el avodecha v'chanenu, shefoch ruchacha aleinu, v'techezena einenu, v'shivacha l'tzion v'rachamim, baruch ata Adonai, habachazir shechinato l'tzion. Be gracious, O Lord our God, to your people Israel, and receive our prayers with love. O may our worship always be acceptable to you. Fill us with the knowledge that you are near to all who seek you in truth. Let our eyes behold your presence in our midst, and in the midst of our people in Zion. Blessed is the Lord whose presence gives life to Zion and all Israel. Modim anachnu lach, Sha'atahu Adonai Eloheinu, V'elo avotenu, Li'olam va'ed, Tzur chayenu, Magen yishenu, Atahu l'dor v'dor, נודה לך ונספר תהילתך על חיינו המסורים בידיך ונשמותינו הפקודות לך ונשך שבך יום עמנו ונפלאותיך וטובותיך שבך עת ערב ובוקר וצהריים הטוב כי לא חלו רחמך והמרחם כי לא תמו חסדיך מעולם קיווינו לך. We gratefully acknowledge that you are the Lord our God and God of our people, the God of all generations. You are the rock of our life, the power that shields us in every age. We thank you and sing your praises for our lives which are in your hand, for our souls which are in your keeping, for the signs of your presence we encounter every day, and for your wondrous gifts at all times, morning, noon, and night. You are goodness, your mercies never end. You are compassion, your love will never fail. You have always been our hope. V'akulam yitbarak v'yirmam shimachama keni tomid le'olam va'ed. For all these things, O sovereign God, let your name be forever exalted and blessed. V'chol ha'chayim yoducha selah, v'halalu et shimacha be'emet, ha'el yeshuatenu ve'ezratenu selah, baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimacha ulecha no'el lehodot. O God, our Redeemer and Helper, let all who live affirm you and praise your name in truth. Lord, whose nature is goodness, we give you thanks and praise. And we continue on page 70 with the beautiful words of Sim Shalom. Sim, 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 shalom, tova, 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 v'racha, chen, chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu. Sim, 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 shalom, tova, tova, tova v'racha, chen, chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu. V'al kol Yisrael amecha, v'al kol Yisrael amecha, v'al kol Yisrael, Yisrael amecha. Sim, 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 shalom, tova, tova, tova v'racha, chen, chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu. Barchenu avinu kulanu ke'echad v'yor panecha kivyor panecha natalanu Adonai Eloheinu. Sim, 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 shalom, tova, tova, tova v'racha, chen, chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu. Torat chayim v'ahavat chesed u'tzedakah u'baracha v'rachamim v'chayim v'shalom. Sim, 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 shalom, tova, tova, tova v'racha, chen, chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu. V'tov b'einecha levarech et amecha Yisrael v'cha'et u'v'cha'asha b'shlomecha. Sim, 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 shalom, tova, tova, tova v'racha, chen, chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu. Baruch atah Adonai hamavorech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. We'll pause for a moment of silent prayer on the bottom of page 70 and 71. Shalom b'romav, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Shalom b'romav, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Yas shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. 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 V'imru, amen. But we'll continue on page 615 as we rise for Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabayach la'adon hakol, la'tet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu gegoye ha'aratzut, v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kachim, v'goraleinu k'chol hamotnam, v'anachnu koreim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech malachei hamalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, She'unot Shamayim v'yoseit Aretz, U'moshav Yekaro b'Shamayim mima'al, U'shchinatu zo, v'gav meromim, Eloheinu ein od, Emet Malkeinu efesilato, Kakatu b'torato, v'yadata hayom, v'hashivota elevavecha, ki Adonai hu ha'Elohim, B'shamayim v'ma'al, v'al ha'aretz, mitachat ein od. He spread out the heavens and established the earth. He is our God, there is none else. In truth, he alone is our King, as it is written. Know then this day and take it to heart. The Lord is God in the heavens above and on the earth below. There is none else. We therefore hope, O Lord our God, soon to behold the glory of your might. Then will false gods vanish from your hearts, and the world will be perfected under your unchallenged rule. And then will all acclaim you as their God, and forsaking evil turn to you alone. Let all who dwell on earth acknowledge that unto you every knee must bend, and every tongue swear loyalty. Before you, O Lord our God, let them humble themselves. To your glorious name let them give honor. Let all accept the yoke of your kingdom, that you may rule over them soon and forever. For the kingdom is yours, and to all eternity you will reign in glory, as it is written, the Lord will reign forever and ever. Kakatu b'toratecha, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. V'tne'emar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz. Bayom ha'u yeh Adonai echad. U'shemo echad. U'shemo echad. And it has been said, the Lord shall reign over all the earth. On that day the Lord shall be one, and his name shall be one. And we'll continue on page 629 as we recite the Mourner's Kaddish in loving memory of all of our dear ones who have passed on. And we especially want to remember our beloved friend, Dr. Jerry Gurkoff of Corsicana, who recently passed away. We recite the Mourner's Kaddish in loving memory. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah v'yalama divra chir ute v'yamlich machute v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye decha Beit Yisrael v'agala uv'zman kariv imeru. Amen. Yehi Shemei Rabbah Mevorach Leolam Ulalmei Omaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitfa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yittaleh V'yithalal Shemei Dekudasha B'richu Le'ela Min Kabir Chata V'shirata Tush B'chata V'nechemata Da'amiram V'yalama V'imeru. Amen. Yehi Shalama Rabbah Min Shemaya V'chayim Aleinu V'akal Yisrael V'imeru. Amen. Oseh Shalom B'imromav Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu V'akal Yisrael V'imeru. Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. Amen. We'll continue in just a moment with the Misha Berachim that we'll recite for all who are ill. Baruch atah Adonai Rofei HaCholim. We praise you, O God, healer of the sick. Misha Berach Avotenu Abraham, Yitzchak v'Yaakov, v'imatenu Sarah Rivka Rocha v'Leah. Hu Yivar Reik. Kol hacholim. Hakodosh Baruch Hu Yimolei Rachamim Alehem. Lahachalimam Ulrapotam. Lahachazikam Aliyachotam. V'yishlach Labim Hevrot Refuah Shalema. Min Hashamayim Refuat Hanefesh Urefut Gubasach Sha'ar Cholim Yisrael. Hashta Ba'agala. Uvizman Kariv and Omar. Amen. O God, who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, send your blessings to all who are ill. Have mercy on them and graciously restore them to complete health, strength, and vigor. Grant them a refuah shalema, a complete recovery, along with all others who are ill. May complete healing come speedily. And let us say, Amen. And we recite a special prayer for those with the coronavirus. Source of healing, cast the light of health and well-being on those who have been exposed to coronavirus, those who have contracted the disease, and those, God forbid, who contract the disease in the future. Bless them, protect them, and bring them speedily to full recovery. Bless all who are ill with healing of body, healing of soul, and healing of spirit. Amen. Amen. Well, we'll continue in just a moment with our concluding parts of the service. In just a moment, we'll continue with, or conclude with Adon Olam and with Hatikva. Before we do that,
we're going to sing Hava Nagila, because joy is the operating word of Judaism, and we are extremely grateful for every moment of life that God grants us. We're grateful for every blessing, and joy really epitomizes what Judaism is all about, and we express that thought in Hava Nagila. And so we're going to sing Hava Nagila, and then we'll conclude with Adon Olam, and then Hatikva. We'll continue on page 729 with Adon Olam. God is with us, we have no fears. Page 729, Adon Olam. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terimka, Yitzir Nivra, Li'ait Naso, V'chepzo Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra, Be'acharei Kichlot Hako, Levado Yimloch Nora, V'hu haya, v'hu hove, v'hu yeh b'tif ara. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terimka, Yitzir Nivra, Li'ait Nasa, V'chepzo Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra, V'hu echad, V'ein sheni, L'ham shelo l'hachvira, V'li reishit, v'li tachlit, v'los v'hamisra. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terimka, Yitzir Nivra, Li'ait Naso, V'chepzo Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra, V'hu Eili, V'cho Agoali, V'tzorchev li v'yetzara, V'hu nisi uvanos li, V'not kosi b'yom ekra. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terimka, Yitzir Nivra, Li'ait Nasa, V'chepzo Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra, V'yado Afkid Ruchi, V'eiti Shan V'ya'ira, V'im Ruchi Geviyati, Adon Eli V'lo Ira. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terimka, Yitzir Nivra, Li'ait Nasa, V'chepzo Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra. God is with us, we have no fears. And we'll conclude on page 765, with Hatikva. We rise.
Quod valeva fenima nefesh Yehudi Homia Ulafate Mizrach Kadima Ayin Letzion Sophia O love datik vatenu Ha'atik vashnod alpayim Liodam chavshi ve'artzinu Be'eretz Zion V'Yerushalayim Liodam chavshi ve'artzinu Be'eretz Zion V'Yerushalayim. Boker Tov, Shavua Tov. Have a fantastic day.